ayan. It's like making Christmas spiritual, no?
Yes.
Ensuring that this is not just about the gifts, not about the tradition, but it's beyond that. That
Yeah.
reflects your identity as a Christian.
Kasi ano naman bro, 'di ba? Kung tutuusin, nung unang Christmas nga, wala naman talagang walang
Mm.
walang masyadong ganap.
Yeah. Totoo yan.
It was
Yung
quiet, it was
right.
it was very holy, and the real that's why kasi nga we take out all the fanfare, all that's why I love the idea of Christmas kasi it doesn't require all of these fancy elements that we see now just to make it Christmas.
Yan.
Kasi hindi yun talaga yung meaning ng Pasko. Hello, welcome to the Pinoy Husbands Podcast. Ako po si Norbert.
At ako naman po si Paul.
At ngayon po ay pag-uusapan natin ang ating paboritong topic ng Pinoy, ang Pasko.
Ayan.
Paano nga ba mag-celebrate ang mga kababayan natin abroad and compared sa ating nakasanayan sa Pilipinas? Magandang topic to.
Of course. Talagang very seasonal, no? Dahil marami ngayon ng nag-reunions for Christmas and excited to meet families and just to open gifts. So, ayan. Exciting po ang ating topic.
Yes, and hindi naman lingid sa kaalaman ng mga tao, I think globally, no, na nasha-shock talaga yung mga kaibigan ko kapag sinasabi ko na ang Pasko sa Pilipinas nagsisimula sa September pa lang. Pasko na. And talagang totoo talaga yun.
Did you experience that growing up na nagtayo na kayo ng Christmas tree sa September?
Parang hindi naman. Sa experience ko, hindi naman siya ganun ka-intense, I think. Of course, sa September, ang malls meron na.
Yes.
But I don't think it is kagaya today, you know. I think recently lang ata yan talagang super intense na talagang kumbaga kinarin na natin yung September Christmas. So,
correct.
Growing up, hindi ko masyadong maano yan. Nafe-feel mo but not as, I think, as intense as in the recent years.
Okay. I see. And si Jose Marichan, ayan, talagang sobrang sikat na sikat yan by September pa lang, ano? As in, wait, sa Manila lang ba yun? Or
sa buong Pilipinas yun talaga.
Just wanted to clarify. Sa Cebu din pala, sikat na po si Jose Marichan. Ayan, may have a verification na.
Yes. It's safe to say that na ano talaga, buong Pilipinas kumakanta ng Christmas in Our Hearts, September pa lang. Okay.
Grabe. And having said that, no, here in in Germany, we only experience snow, right? In dito sa Germany. So how does that feel for you now, Norbert, na nandito ka ngayon sa Germany tapos iba yung malamig, iba yung temperatura. How does it hit different for you?
I think nakakatawa kasi nung, prior to getting married, bago lahat ng ano, ng how do you say that? Before moving to Germany, I also experienced Christmas in Africa. Iba din doon kasi summer ang Christmas dati. Mainit, 'di ba? So hindi siya yung familiar feeling, wala talaga. Now nung nag-asawa na ako tapos sa Christmas na dito sa Germany, iba talaga yung dating ng malamig na Pasko. Talagang totoong malamig, ha. So, we grew up watching Home Alone. So, yung idea natin ng Christmas, ng winter, talagang locked in sa
Yeah.
sa concept ng western movies and
Yeah.
especially Home Alone, 'di ba?
Oo,
So
totoo.
akala natin gano'n ka parati kaganda, ka-white and everything pero nung pumunta na ako dito,
Hmm.
iba talaga ang experience kasi first of all, it gets really dark so early.
Mhm.
And then the days are very very short. This
Mm.
is the one that is actually very difficult for me.
Uh-huh.
Makakayanan ko pa ang lamig kasi pwede ka mag jacket and everything heating stuff pero yung walang araw, yung parang madilim,
Yeah.
yun ang nakaka-affect sa mood. So kunwari 4:30 pala ng hapon,
Yes.
feeling mo parang 7:00 na ng gabi. So
Totoo yan,
so
totoo yan, yeah.
yeah, so yun yung parang na hindi ako handa. Hindi ako
Ah,
naging handa sa ganong senaryo. At
ah.
naintindihan ko na natural kasi ganyan yung nangyayari sa paligid mo.
Mhm.
Natural na din sa mga tao na hindi sila ganon ka-warmth as usual.
Yeah.
Sa'yo ba, ngalan na mas matagal ka nang nakatira dito sa Germany, ano ba yung ano mo, ah, ano ba yung the effect ng, Christmas season sa'yo?
For me, yung effect nun, especially with my family, it somehow feels more real in such a way na yung the way I picture it out like in Home Alone, no? You kasi 'di ba parang may sweater, you wear sweaters, you wear lahat nung ear muffins, tapos yung winter coat pagdating ng Pasko, tapos you have this fireplace, yan. Wala naman kaming fireplace sa bahay pero we usually go to some of her relatives na may fireplace. And maganda, parang yun yung nakikita natin kasi sa TV, 'di ba? Na experience sa Pasko. So parang parang nafi-feel ko na, oh, ito nga talaga yung totoong Pasko, quote unquote, kasi yun yung nakita natin. But we both know naman na hindi talaga yun yung essence of Christmas na we can talk about later. No? We're talking more about the tradition and the feelings. And that's where I see myself that um I value yung traditions ni Stephanie. Because for
Mhm.
example, the way she build Christmas, it's super special. It's
Hmm.
it's very she likes traditions. She likes making it super special in such a way na alam mo yun, yung even pag-wrap ng gifts pa lang. 'Pag kasi before 'pag nag-wrap kami ng gifts sa Philippines, yung wrapping paper lang, 'di ba? Kasi dito 'pag nag-wrap sila ng gifts, may ribbon, bumibili pa kami nun, tapos iba-iba yung ribbon, tapos yung dulo ng ribbon, sinisim yun ng ano, ng scissors para mag-curl. So, and I've never seen that back home. Kahit yung mga national bookstore kapag nagbibigay sila ng gifts, gift wrapper lang, eh. So, napaka-special nung ano niya, nung dating niya. Although, having said that, 'no, meron pa rin naman ako nami-miss sa Philippines. Ikaw ba, ano yung nami-miss mong Christmas, Filipino tradition?
Well, in a way na nami-miss mo siya at saka parang nasho-shock na din ako kasi hindi siya
Oo,
masyadong,
oo.
practice dito, yung idea ng Christmas party.
Yes.
I think sa Pilipinas talagang yung Christmas party culture natin talagang
Oo, 'no?
on a whole different level, 'di ba?
Yeah,
Yung parang may paraffol, si
yan.
ano mo,
Tita,
namimigay ng sako ng bigas,
yan.
like may paraffol ng rice cooker at saka kung ano-ano pa, may pangkabuhayan showcase pa, tsaka yung
Yan.
parang may talagang sing and dance everything. Ito yung parang talagang hindi ko siya na-experience ng
Hmm,
ganong level sa ibang bansa
uh
and ito yung ito yung parati kong kinukuwento sa mga kaibigan ko dito na may ganun kami
Yung
at hindi nila ma-imagine kung
may
anong
dance stuff
itsura
part.
no oo. Kasi contest yun, eh, 'di ba? May contest yun. Dulot ng ano yun, I think iba yung tawa, iba yung saya na na
Mhm.
that this kind of activities bring.
Yeah.
Kasi and it just shows na tayo mga Pinoy big on community gatherings and stuff,
Yes,
right?
totoo.
So yun yung parang isa sa mga talagang first of all na-shock ako na hindi gano'n kaingay, hindi gano'n ka-festive ang dating sa dito
Ah,
compared sa season na when you know,
yeah,
na nasa Pilipinas pa. Like,
right.
nakaalala ko dati na 'pag December talaga parang yung schedule mo busy-busy sa lahat ng Christmas
Oh,
party,
yeah,
sa
yeah.
kapitbahay, sa kumpanya, sa client, lahat
Sa
talaga
church,
nagki-Christmas party, 'di ba?
'yan, oo.
Ano ba sa'yo, ano ba yung ano mo, ano yung parang nami-miss mo dun?
Ang nami-miss ko totoo 'yan, eh, yung Christmas party. And also nami-miss ko din yung, sa church kasi ano siya, eh, every merong season, I think from December 16 to December 25, everyday merong 5 AM service sa church namin.
Hmm,
So, nami-miss ko yun kasi before parang dun yung first time nakita ko nag-serve kami ng lugaw sa church. So, iba yung feeling na parang kasama mo yung mga ka-churchmate mo na naglulugaw kayo. And I also miss yung time lang na malamig din kasi sa Pilipinas nun, eh, pero hindi ganito kalamig 'no. So, iba yung feeling. And also, I think yung mga pagkain na hindi naman
hmm.
nangyayari every year. Na nakakain mo siya in that time. So, I miss ko yung fruitcake, 'yan. Tapos, meron bibingka, sa
Yes.
Laguna maraming bibingka, eh. Tsaka iba-iba yung bibingka sa Pilipinas, eh. And
Yeah.
I also remember that, parang dun lang kami ina-allow ng mga magulang namin na maglaro ng gabi, medyo late ng gabi. Kasi
Ah,
kasi may church service, eh. Tas after nun, parang sige laro lang kayo, parang yung mga growing up, So,
mm.
kasi nasa party sila, nasa Christmas party. So, kami naman naglalaro. So, yun yung yung experience ko tsaka yung nami-miss ko.
And,
Yan.
isa pa din yung ano, yung ating, caroling. Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
yes, yes.
Nag-caroling ka ba nung bata ka?
Yes. Naalala ko yun meron kaming ano, competition. So, minsan parang meron kayong mga unspoken rule 'pag nagka-caroling, 'pag napuntahan na nung isang carolers, wag mo ng pupuntahan. Yung mga gano'ng, mga gano'ng
Batas
rules
ng
ba.
caroling.
Oo, saka meron kayong ano, teritoryo. Dito ka lang puwedeng caroling, bawal ka dun sa kabilang, lugar. Ikaw ba Norbert?
Oo, kasi ang saya nun, 'di ba, nung parang youth days mo, nagka-carol kayo with the youth group. Tsaka, kahit na yung nung mga bata pa tayo, I think ata nung kina-carol yung tito mo, yung tita mo, kahit like,
Yeah.
hindi naman, it's a very ang tawag diyan, napaka-creative natin, 'di ba? Yung tansan, ginagawa
Oo.
natin tambourine. So, that whole
Yes. Oh,
experience.
yes, yes. Meron ako nun, yung, kinakalansing, 'di ba?
Yeah, 'di ba? Tapos fina-flatten sa martilyo,
Oo,
tapos pinag-e-effortan 'yun. I think
oo.
may time nga dati, 'di ba, na parang pagandahan ng ano, palakihan at pagandahan ng parang tansang tambourine
Yeah,
na 'yan. So,
yeah,
it's
totoo.
really, back in the days, a little bit more simple, and kahit na minsan hinahabol kayo ng aso,
Mm.
parang ang saya lang talaga.
Habulan oh, yeah, grabe. Alam mo hindi ko pa rin maisip ngayon bakit may mga dog owners na hinahayaan lang yung aso nila sa labas. Hindi ko maintindihan hanggang ngayon. Parang
Parang alam natin kung bakit.
ha?
Para wala nang magka-caroling
Kasi may aso, eh, 'no?
kasi may aso, 'di ba? So, sa mga bahay po na
Yan,
nag-caroling kami dati at saka yung mga aso niyo ay
oo.
nasa garahe, pinapatawad ko na po kayong lahat.
You are forgiven na.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yes, so I think masaya lang balikan 'no, yung ang ano natin, yung experience natin kasi
Yes.
hindi naman hindi naman tayo nag-expect na i-experience 'yan dito sa ibang bansa.
Yeah.
Talagang talagang when I think when I come to like a Christmas season here and then I start to listen to like Pinoy OPM Christmas songs, parang
Nice.
na parang na ano, nagfa-flashback lahat tapos na nafe-feel mo na parang na at certain point nalulungkot din ako kasi wala yung I think I really miss that kind of like yung para bang tatawa ka lang na walang bukas, yung gano'n, yung parang yeah, and
Yes, yes.
but but again, now that, we have families na, may asawa na tayo, dito tayo naka-base, dito nakatira, ibang-iba siya. Hindi
Mhm.
ibig sabihin na hindi maganda, hindi masaya, iba
Oo,
lang. So
yes.
ikaw Paul, I mean, especially you na medyo matagal ka na nakatira sa abroad,
Yeah.
and tsaka yung I know si Stephanie naka-experience na ng Pinoy Christmas. Hindi
Ah.
pa kasi naka-experience yung asawa ko ng Pinoy Christmas. Puro
Okey.
pa lang kami, nagpaplano pa lang kami, 'di ba? So,
Yes.
hindi pa niya na-experience yung Pasko sa atin. So,
Yeah.
ikaw ba, how was that experience for you guys? Especially
Mhm.
sa kay Stephanie nung una
Yeah,
siyang naka-experience
yeah,
ng Pasko.
yeah, yeah. I think yung difference talaga is the food, number one. Noche Buena sa Philippines is different here. So, I think here yung turkey, 'di ba? Yung parang number one main meal sa Christmas. Sa amin, it's lechon, 'no?
Hmm.
So yun pa lang, and si Steph 'pag nakita niya yung ulo nung, yung ulo nung baboy, wala na.
Wala ng gana.
Hindi na makakain yun. Yun talaga yung ano, I remember ano kami sa Philippines tapos nasa Los Baños kami, buong buong relatives yun, Christmas party. And, yung pagkain nandun sa isang kitchen. So nag-rent kami ng malaking lugar para sa mga 7 families. And dun sa isang lugar nandun yung pagkain lahat. Pero nandun din yung lechon, nandun yung baboy na sa kasama yung ulo. Hindi makapasok si Steph dun sa sabi niya hindi niya ma-attain na merong, hayop na
Sa Noche Buena ba ito
ah,
nangyari?
actually before no'n parang one of the
Christmas
Christmas,
dinner?
yeah, hindi niya ma-attempt na makapasok. So, ako pa yung kumuha nung food. So, yun yung talagang, shock sa kanya in terms of the lechon na hindi niya makita yung basta if any head, ganyan. Pero surprisingly meron din dito sa Germany nun, ng
Oo.
lechon. So, anyway, yun yung isang pinaka-shocking sa kanya yung food. And also the food that we have, yung, bibingka, yun nga gusto niya rin yun. Tapos yung puto, 'di ba?
Hmm.
Lalo sa Pilipinas, maraming gano'ng pagkain sa Pasko. And, yung ginataan, meron ba kayo sa Cebu, 'no?
Yes, yes, yes.
'Yan. So yun yung mga food na iba yung experience, eh. And yun nga, dun din niya nakita yung mga games. So meron kaming games sa family namin na yung nagpapalaro si mommy, tapos si tito magpapalaro din siya. Tapos merong regalong ₱20,
Oo
₱50,
nga, yes.
yung mga gano'n. Tapos,
Oh,
talagang marami kang pera nun, eh. Dun ko nakita yung talagang ginaganon yung pera sa kamay.
na parang crispy pa dun ng mga
Yes,
paper bills,
oo,
'di ba?
oo,
Yung bagong-bago,
galing sa bangko.
galing sa bangko.
Yun yung mga tradition nila. I mean, iba iba lang kasi siguro yung feeling kasi nga as I mentioned a while ago, dito sa Germany, they really prepare the gifts. They prefer they buy the books or toys tapos i-wrap mo. So yung unwrapping yung ano, yung experience. Pero dun sa atin kasi parang may pa-game tapos si tito merong mga ₱100, may 500, ayan, bigay na isa-isa. Napakagalante ng mga Pinoy. At least ng family ko nung nakita ko na nandun kami, 'yan.
Yeah, I mean,
Or experience.
talagang and maintindihan mo naman din kasi sa atin
Mm,
malamig pero hindi gano'n kalamig. So you can do these things, 'di ba? So pwede kang mag-set up sa garahe mo tapos
yeah,
do'n ka magpa-party then lahat
yes.
ng kapitbahay nakikita. So talagang may gano'ng vibe. Dito kasi
Yes.
napakalamig.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
ano ka lang talaga, loob ka lang sa bahay
yeah.
mo.
Yes, yes. That's true. That's
Yeah,
the
and wala pa naman din silang, at least here sa ano, walang Noche Buena kind of thing.
mm,
So,
yes,
mas Christmas dinner or Christmas lunch, parang gano'n the next day. So,
yeah,
may ano, talagang kakaibang tradition ang Christmas. Now,
yeah,
speaking of tradition, now kasi napag-usapan natin yung Pasko sa atin, Pasko
yeah,
dito.
yeah,
Now, tayong mga Pinoy husbands na, hindi hin na in a intercultural marriage,
yes.
paano ba paano ba 'yun? Paano paano ba yung, tradition? Ano ba, are we gonna be more, Western or more Filipino or ano
Mm,
ba yung dapat na
'yan,
na
totoo
ano,
'yan.
na tradition?
That's true, that's true. Uh, Actually so I'll share mine and maybe Norbert you share yours, yung what you guys do with Sophie now 'no.
Mm,
Sa amin, I do really appreciate that tradition, in terms of the gift giving. We really wrap the gifts tapos yung mga gifts nasa under the Christmas tree and you have the time to really just sit down and unwrap the gifts. You know, parang hindi yung binigay mo lang, Merry Christmas, tapos na. Parang it's a whole event. You sit down together in the sofa. Tapos we give the gifts to the kids and then we receive the gifts from our my mother-in-law or father-in-law and then we gave them gifts as well. And we open it in front of them. So to see the I think that's more traditional western tradition that they want to see your reaction, how happy you will be or maybe not, parang ganyan. So yun yung challenge din dun is yung time talaga na you have to prepare the gift, kung ano yung magandang regalo, do a bit of research. And then also yung I think the dinner is very important that you all sit down eating together. Kasi isa sa na-realize ko na growing up, so ang dami kasing yung parang dabas-pasok sa
mm,
lamesa. Na
mm.
merong uupo, "O kain na kayo diyan." Tapos yung kakain is yung ano lang, siguro 3 tao lang tapos yung iba naghahanda pa, naghihintay, yung iba nasa cellphone, nasa sofa.
May
Wala
shit.
yung alam mo yun? Kasi gano'n yung mga Pinoy, parang chill lagi, 'di ba? Pero yung parang, "Tara sama-sama tayo, kain tayo sabay-sabay." So kahit na if kung ako man yung magpe-prepare ng food or si Steph yung magpe-prepare ng food, we wait for her to finish and she would sit down. And that makes that kind of ambience na, "Merry Christmas, guys," you know? Like, this is we're together, family. You remember it na, "Oh, who were you with last Christmas?" 'Di ba? And masasabi mo na ito yung mga kasama mo. So, those are the things that I value and I think important. And what I bring into the table or to the tradition in Philippines is really yung church. Kasi parang for us, 24, 25 is, one of the holiest days in a Christian life na I make sure even if we're not in Berlin, kahit nasa ano kami, nasa Hanover, let's say sa family ng ni Steph, kailangan namin magsimba. Kailangan namin
Mm.
pumunta sa isang service to remember that
Mm.
Jesus was born, you know. It's not just about us. And I ensure na kahit nga minsan German na, hindi ko naintindihan yung yung message pero inisip ko parang beyond me, kahit yung mga bata, si Liliana. Pagka nandun sila sa church, naalala nila, "Oh, okay," you know, they reminded of the story why we're doing
Mm.
Christmas. So that's what I always, say to them and I insist on that and sometimes minsan yung iba hindi nila gusto pumunta pa rin ako kahit yung mga bata lang to really train them 'no, that this is, not just gift giving, not just, eating. It's really thanking the Lord that He gave us the
Kumbaga,
gift.
is it safe to say, Paul, na you're sort of like building your own Christmas tradition, as you know, as for your family, with all these different influences that
Mm.
you have.
Yes, yes. I would say that we are trying to mold same cultures. Sorry, different cultures, but it's what is the best of those cultures we put them together. I mean, hindi ko lang magawa yung Christmas party kasi 5 lang kami. Medyo weird. Pero siguro over time, pag lumaki na sila, tapos siguro pag may family na rin yung mga bata over time, alam mo yun, I will
Mm.
revive that. Kasi na-enjoy din naman ni Steph yun, eh, nung nakita niya yun, eh. So, I think maganda yun for us. How
Na
about you,
na
Norbert, in your story?
well, kasi ano pa, how do you say that? Like, ilang Pasko pa ba yung naano ko dito sa Germany? Hindi pa gano'n karami. So,
Mga 3.
may time na kami lang dalawa, ta's
Okay.
parang, maganda siya kasi parang date night din, so intimate, 'di ba? Ta's, then may one time na yung mga in-laws ko, mga, mother and father-in-law ko
Right.
nag-join sa'min. So,
Ah,
it's still very, very close in a family. So,
right.
and katulad din ng sinabi mo sa na talagang na-appreciate ko sa kanila yung yung intentionality of gift giving
Yeah.
na talagang tinatanong ka weeks ahead, "Ka ba? Like talaga bang may wish?" Akala ko may wish list talaga, akala ko pambata lang yun. So, may may gano'n sa intentionality, tapos
Yeah.
talagang pinag-e-effortan, pinaghihirapan yung, the value of giving
Right.
a gift, which I think is really cool kasi, it's very thoughtful, and na-appreciate ko din yung time na nagpapadala ng mga cards ang mga tao,
Yan.
yung mga family pictures ng mga lahat ng mga kakilala mo natatanggap mo. So So, yun yung parang hindi ko na-experience sa Pilipinas kasi hindi naman tayo napapadala ng mga cards sa isa't isa.
Totoo.
At least for us.
Yeah.
So, dito, like, you really receive Christmas greeting cards, which is very thoughtful kasi, ngayon puwede mo na ipadala via online or stuff. So, appreciate ko 'yan, at saka, ah yung I think nung nag-asawa ako, and then kasi then, Christmas, and being aware na talagang iba yung culture
Mhm.
ng asawa ko tsaka sa'kin, iniisip ko na paano ba kami gumawa ng bagong, hindi naman bago, pero parang parang tradition namin, at least for us. So yung I was coming into marriage with a mindset like that. So,
Hmm.
and since we're talking about like leading, our families. So, yung sa amin, yung at least yung ginagawa, we try to do it more often, especially during Christmas, is talagang we take communion together. And part yun ng Christmas party tradition. So gusto ko yung i-carry out kasi yun naman ang parang this is, uh, both of us believe, uh, in the power of communion, and hindi siya, and it is the
Hmm.
the essence of Christmas. So, hindi siya Pinoy, hindi siya German, talagang this is just life together, and it's
Yes.
all about uniting in Jesus. So, yun yung parang ito yung maganda na tradition ng Christmas na puwedeng i-incorporate. So, yun yung parang pinaka one of the highlights din sa
Mhm.
aming Christmas. So, yun yung not making it's not a religious thing, I would say, but it's just really taking the time to remember,
Mhm.
why Christmas is Christmas. So, and then of course yung aking pagka Pinoy. So, bigyan na ano kami, dinner, exchange gift, and then,
Uh-huh.
communion and stuff. But then, of course, talagang may karaoke yan after.
Yeah.
Bahala na, ako ang nag-iingay sa buong apartment. Ako lang, pero I think I think now,
Right.
even my in-laws enjoy it, even,
Ah,
na-e-enjoy na namin lahat. So,
okay.
um, yun yung parang,
Alam
yeah.
mo, I will try that in one of our events. I will try to, use the karaoke.
ah Maghanda ka lang ng playlist mo,
Yan,
talagang ano na 'yan, yun
yan.
lang, eh.
Yeah,
The art of
exactly.
the playlist.
Ayun, ayun. I'll ask from tips, how to create that, karaoke night with what, equipment and so on. But yeah, I think that's a good idea, and then and that's good. And for you, Norbert, do you feel that because I mean, we talked about this in previous episodes, so I'll just have it more really focused on Christmas season. Do you feel homesick? Na you wish sana nasa bahay ka or nasa Pilipinas kayo pag during the Christmas?
It comes in waves, I think. That's my answer.
Mm.
May mga araw na, pag talagang buong araw madilim, buong araw
Ah, yes.
gloomy, talagang, bakit ba ganito? Bakit walang, ah, nami-miss ko yung ingay sa kanto na may nagvi-videoke na ano, parang tas yung mga tawa ng so the familiar sounds, the organized chaos of our Christmas traditions, the vibes, and of course nami-miss mo yung family mo, um pero okay lang na parang na-overcome mo siya. So hindi never ko na feel naman na nag-iisa ako or alone ako, kasi iba na, may iba na din akong priority, tas iba na yun yung mindset natin. So ini-enjoy mo kung anong meron, tas you make the most out of it. So yun ang parang uh, other side of the coin, kumbaga. Ikaw
Hmm.
ba? Matagal-tagal ka na rin dito.
Yeah, totoo yan. For me, I really miss the food sometimes. Like yung lechon. Pero it's also good na I don't have it kasi hindi man ganun ka-healthy yun. Uh, yeah, food is number one. I think because you grow up and then you have that memory that you're eating
Mm,
food in Christmas and then you see Christmas tree and you hear the kids singing outside, right? Yun yung memories mo na masaya
yeah,
eh.
yeah,
You will not have here. So those are the moments I miss them. Not honestly, right? And I think it's not something that you have to be sad some more. Like sometimes you can come back. You will have that experience, or you can even try it here. I don't know how they will respond to that, but yeah, I think it's just a really good memories. No, for me.
yeah. And
And
I think ano siya, I think magandang i-acknowledge 'yun na 'di ba, now we're allowed to go back into those good
yeah,
memories
yes,
and, appreciate that time kasi it's a time capsule in your mind, right? Like,
yeah, yeah, exactly.
yeah.
And that's
And
always something special for you, right? Like if you go back to that, if you see that going back, it might not be the same because it's always special in your memory compared to the real event. Sometimes I believe it.
mm,
You know? But I think it's really just about realizing how different it's for you growing up or how you see it. But I think at the end of the day, the essence of Christmas remains the same.
yeah,
Diba? And it grows, you become mature, and you realize that you have to pass down the Christmas tradition,
yeah,
right, to your kids. Right.
yeah. And ano din, gusto ko lang i-add na hindi naman hindi naman yung message ng Christmas hindi naman talaga nagde-depend sa tradition, 'di ba? The core of the message is really celebrating the arrival of Jesus on earth. That's it.
Mm.
Kahit saan ka pa naka-base, kahit ano pang pagkain na 'yan,
Yes.
tanggalin mo lahat 'yan, okay lang.
Yeah,
Kasi
totoo.
yung mahalaga
Oo.
dumating si Jesus, and that's it. And I
Yeah,
think um what we do around it is to create happy memories, and for the children and stuff, to really uh keep that alive. Oh,
yeah, that's true. And to really pass down that tradition that Jesus came here on earth as the greatest gift, right? Siya naman talaga
mm,
yung greatest gift for us eh. And that's something that we need to pass on to our children. So next point is we're gonna have a rapid fire round, Norbert. You have to explain which one you side on. Ready ka na ba?
Okay. Ako lang matatanungin mo,
Eh,
tatanungin din kita.
sige, sasagutin ako. Okay, number 1.
Alternate.
Alternate. Okay. Number 1.
Okay.
Ako muna. Lechon or turkey?
I mean, pag-uusapan pa ba yan? Lechon, of course.
Lechon. Bakit lechon?
Ay, nako. Pagbunta mo ng Cebu, malalaman mo kung bakit lechon.
Lechon Cebu talaga, iba.
Yes, yun talaga.
Okay.
Ako naman,
Okay.
midnight gifts or morning gifts?
Bro. As I grow old, morning gifts. So, matulog eh. Sa gabi, no? Talagang no?
Tulog is life.
Yeah, exactly. Snow or fireworks for you?
Ay, nako. Fireworks pa din.
Fireworks pa din, no?
Fireworks pa
Oo,
din.
totoo. Fireworks pa rin ang number 1.
Pero nanonood lang ako. Hindi ako ay, kayo na lang. Magpa-fireworks yan. Okay lang yan.
Yeah.
Okay. Simbang gabi or Christmas
Okay,
market?
hirap to, bro. Kailangan ba talaga isa, no? Hirap to.
Pwede ka
Christmas
naman
market. Nami-miss ko yung simbang gabi, pero Christmas market kasi iba yung feel eh. Iba yung yung mga design, tapos yung lugar, iba eh. Iba yung niya. So, Christmas market.
Okay.
Ito bro, talagang tiniming ko to eh. Foreign in-laws or Filipino in-laws?
Hindi ko ano ba yan?
Foreign in-laws, yung mo.
In-laws ko dito?
Tapos, Filipino in-laws, yung siyempre si Sophie yung in-laws. In-laws niya.
Okay. Both ata. Both.
No answer.
No answer. Both. I think both.
Both.
Sa amin naman, naman eh. Wala namang, I think, no? I think, kasi also the distance is an advantage for us kasi we are able
Right.
to parang manage the
Right.
holidays like this. Kasi naririnig ko yung mga tao dito na sometimes nasi-stress sila kasi kailangan hatiin yung oras, 'di ba, sa both sides. Sa
Yeah.
atin naman, ang layo na kasi, so it's either here or there. And
Yeah.
that's it.
Totoo yan. Exactly. I think for me also advantageous din siya kasi pagka nandoon kami, tapos if ever nandoon din yung family ko, mas more kami sa New Year kaysa sa Christmas. So parang we can celebrate that with like that here, and then New Year doon kami lahat sama-sama. And ganun din dito, parang hindi big deal yung New Year. So nandun sila sa amin. Ayos din. Nagwo-work din. Yeah.
So yun ang advantage dun.
Ayan. So bro, ano ang challenge natin for our Christmas listeners this 2025?
I think sa akin lang is to challenge talaga, to create, not to create, pero kung hanapin natin yung parang paano ba tayo ano ba ang nasa ating Christmas tradition
Yeah.
na pwede nating talagang panghawakan at saka parang parang gawing non-negotiable, kumbaga. You
Right.
know, kung gift giving man yan or whatever it is, hindi kailangan fancy, hindi kailangan kahit na you guys pray together before have a Christmas prayer.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, true.
parang ganun.
Yeah, true.
So, yun ang parang i-challenge ko sa ating mga Pinoy husbands na kahit nasan kayo sa mundo, importante yun na parang non-negotiable tayo. Hindi lang yan na parang kesyo gagawin lang natin. Hindi talaga by heart na pwedeng ipasa sa ating mga anak, at saka pwede din siyang talagang a point of reflection kumbaga and
Right.
Thanksgiving na why we really do, why we really celebrate Christmas.
Yeah, totoo yan. It's like making Christmas spiritual, no?
Yes.
Ensuring that this is not just about the gifts, not about the tradition, but it's beyond that
Yeah.
reflects your identity as a Christian.
Kasi ano naman bro, 'di ba? Kung
Oo.
tutuusin, nung unang Christmas nga, wala naman talagang walang
Mm.
walang masyadong ganap, 'di
Yeah, totoo yan.
ba? It was
Yung
quiet,
right.
it was very holy, and the real that's why kasi nga we take out all the fanfare, all that's why I love the idea of Christmas kasi it doesn't require all of these fancy elements that
Mm.
we see now just to make it Christmas.
Yan.
Kasi hindi yun talaga yung meaning ng Pasko, 'di ba?
Wow, very deep, bro. That's true. And then just to finalize that, no, as kingdom builders, yan talaga namang pinasok ko pa, no. How do we show to our community, to our people na as a Christian builder, how do you emphasize that during Christmas? Kasi who should be your identity na Christmas is something that should be celebrated as a kingdom builder, right?
Yeah, and I think I will just emphasize ko din sinabi ko earlier. There is this verse that says that we will be known by the world that we are followers of Jesus by how we love others. And I think that's just to me the most important thing, especially during sa Pasko. Again, tanggalin mo lahat ng lights at saka
Decorations.
glitters dyan and whatever, music, everything. Tanggalin mo lahat. Walang kwenta yan kapag walang message of love.
Yeah.
Kahit na ano pang gawin mo,
Mm.
at hindi naman siya out of love, wala ding kwenta. So,
Yeah.
yun lang, I think, hindi lang yun lang, yun ang pinaka-importante, di ba? Na we come into this season, we come into Christmas, we position ourselves as agents of love, and that's how we can influence and spread more of God's love to the world. So, yun
Very.
lang naman ang akin.
Ayan. Thank you so much, Norbert, for that. And thank you guys so much for listening for this episode here in Pinoy Husbands. And we have some announcements to make. So upcoming for next year. Would you like to start, Norbert?
Yes. Mga Pinoy husbands, salamat po sa inyong pagtutok at pagsali sa amin sa buong taon. Like this whole year, it's been really incredible doing this show and talking about our lives, and it's a little bit of a bittersweet kind of thing kasi um we know that this the Pinoy Husbands podcast is like any good thing, it has to evolve at some point,
Yan.
and uh ito yung parang hopefully sana it was a gift from us to
Mm.
you guys, and I hope na in all of the episodes we were able to really inspire, and you were able to learn something from us in our own crazy stories, and for me, I'm just excited for what is about to happen for Pinoy Husbands podcast. So ano ba ang mangyayari sa
All
atin?
right. So to everyone po na who's listening and who is tuning in, upcoming next year we will have a soft reset. And yan, we call it now Pinoy Husbands Abroad. Naks talaga namang. We'd like to actually talk more about you. You know what your concerns are. I mean, we can share our stories, but we don't want to focus on our stories and histories. But we want to focus more about your struggles, your perspective on a global world, ganyan. So we were gonna talk about a lot about issues in what's happening in the world. It could be politics, it could be business, it could be something new discoveries in science. That anything that would make you interested or anything that you are looking into right now would be something we would like to delve into. We would like to get your perspective as Filipino husbands abroad. Maybe you are making, working as an IT, or you're working really hard in the country that you live in. And at the same time, you're struggling to make your own business. Or maybe you're also entrepreneurs right now that you wanted to shine as a Christian. And those are the things that we're going to talk about in Pinoy Husbands Abroad.
Yes. And I think and we're gonna have so much more about that po. Pero para lang sa ating mga tagapakinig, wow,
Yeah.
lalim nun. Why are we doing this? Bakit ba natin why are we doing this pivot in the show?
Yan. So as we decided and we prayed about it. Now we want to do this pivot is because we would really like to focus more on Pinoy husbands, number one, who has foreign wives and also who are living abroad. Kasi we feel that there are no other people na nandito sa walang podcast for you guys eh. Yan. Na parang maybe you guys are struggling in your own community, that nobody understands you in this part of the world. Parang siguro ang feeling nyo lang, ang perspective nyo bilang Filipino in for example, German immigration is very suppressed kasi walang avenue to talk about it. Ano nga ba yung perspective ng Pinoy sa US politics right now? Yan. And those are the things that we would like to encourage. We would like to support you guys. Also some other things that maybe you are involved in your kingdom branding, that maybe there are moments that you are suppressed in your own country, whether you may be in UAE or maybe you live in Dubai, and you cannot express that you wanted to be a Christian brand, that you wanted to declare Jesus, and you are struggling. How are you going to do that? So Pinoy Husband Abroads will provide those tools, inspiration, encouragement from a real professional kingdom builder brand marketer who is Norbert Elnar.
Oh,
Yeah.
naks naman. Thank you for the kind words. But also, just to add to that, mga Pinoy husbands, our heart for the new show is really to encourage you and to edify your spirit that you are not alone. And I know na being Pinoy abroad is already a whole different story, and we can relate to that. And as men who leading our families' businesses, we have a different, separate, a very strong call on our lives, and we really want to speak into that and also provide you with practical tips, a professional advice, and make sure that we can journey together as Pinoy husbands abroad. So abangan nyo po next year.
Yeah. Please look forward to it next year. We're going to release really different format, different even medium of language. So we'll speak more English po para talaga dun sa ating mga foreign wives, no? Maintindihan nila ang ating mga conversation.
Yes. And you will still have the same Pinoy flair.
Yeah, we always will bring
Yeah.
in Pinoy love. Pinoy vibe.
Pinoy vibe. Okay.
Okay, so for the last time, maraming salamat po. Ako po si Paul.
Ako po si Norbert at tandaan niyo po, first of all, maligayang Pasko.
Maligayang Pasko.
And dito po sa Pinoy Husbands, gusto lang po namin kayong maging isang mabuting Pinoy husband.
Ayan. Maraming salamat muli. Till next year. Bye.
Bye-bye.